Hi, Andrea. Your question is you want to know about more project based activities that you can do in the classroom with ELAR or ELA using technology, specifically Chromebooks. That's actually a little bit up my alley. So, this is what I want to talk about real quick first. A shameless plug. I'm actually talking about digital projects on Wednesday at another district, and some of the do's and don'ts, and some of the fears, and some of the safe things that you can do when you are implementing authentic digital projects in the classroom. I think that when we're looking at these type of things, they need to be authentic. You can do things that are classroom based as well as homework based to turn into present. Um, some other sites to look at while I'm just plugging in are sites like Newsella, because those are things that you can connect with the real world. They have articles and text sets that you can use for the science, literature, and social studies. So you can use real world articles there to help you kind of drive your projects. And also going into CNN.com for students, not the regular CNN, but the one that's for students. So if you just Google CNN students, it'll come right up for the CNN student news. So that stuff is safe, but I do recommend that you preview what you want to look at before you display it to your students. And those are just two, um, let's say, nonfiction social studies type websites that you can connect in your ELA classroom. Okay. So another one that I stumbled upon when I was looking at your question was a site called BIE.org, and it looks like it's free, but I didn't go and sign in or anything. What I did was, excuse me, I went to the fourth box that's on here where my cursor is. I chose ELA, and I clicked on search. You gotta do it real quick because it goes by real quick for some reason. So fourth box, search. Let it load up, and then it takes you to this project search screen. So I went ahead and I think you said, let me go back and look real quick. You are high school, so I am going to do all sources. Make sure that's checked. ELA. I'm good to go there. And I am going to click go. Let load up a bit, and obviously it pops right back up. There are some sections where if you keep scrolling, you can see there's some for high school, there's some for middle school, and so on and so forth. If you just dig a little deeper, um, it is Common Core, so I don't know where you're at. If it's specific to Common Core, but if you want, but if like me, I'm from Texas, so we deal with the TEKs. So I don't let that scare me. I kind of look at what I want to do, whether it's Common Core or TEK based, and I kind of make sure that it's fitting within my campus standards and within my district standards, which are obviously my TEKs. So I kind of just have to do that research and kind of make sure that everything is aligned. So going into that Common Core tab, I'm going to select high school. I'm just going to do the 9th through 12th, the high school 75, because that means there's about 75 resources. Select the topic. We're going to go on ahead and let's do reading literature. I have no idea what's going to pop up. Choose a subtopic, key ideas and details. Choose a standard. I have no idea what the standard is. I would have to do a quick research space. So I'm going to do 9 through 10.RL.37. Click go. And so these are some of the ideas, some of the projects that people have submitted or that the website has submitted. I'm going to look at, let's call it one by random, the mythology mastery. When I click on the mythology mastery, this is the project summary, the assessments, the activities. So, and this is from a site called Project Exchange. So it's it's linking to another site. So you just kind of scan through and see if this is something that you want to do. See how you can link it to something that could be something that's digital assessments. Again, I'm just looking at this for the first time, so I'm just kind of keying in. It looks like there's a project and a presentation that they have to do. So not going through all of it. It looks like they'll have to collaborate, which is what we're really big on, is getting our students to collaborate to do a presentation. Okay, so that's a couple of examples. I'm also going to show you this. Let me see if I can pan my screen out. Okay, so the reason why I'm showing you this rubric is because my own kids, my own flesh and blood, had to do a paper-based project. Now, luckily, I've seen this project before. My son just finished it this year. My daughter did it the year before. When they approached me with it, my mind was, can we do this digital? Because obviously, this is a lot of stuff to put as far as paper, putting it on a poster, taking it on the bus, putting 3 things down, having this big old panel. It was a lot of stuff to me. And then you're giving a presentation. The teacher, what I did like is that he or she gave different choices for them to do. So it wasn't just one thing that they had to do. It was like 2 or 3 different choices. So I thought that was pretty neat. You always, when you do a project, give them choices so they feel like they don't have to do this one thing. And you also want to make sure that you give variety, so you're grading different things. So you're not seeing the same type of project over and over again. So as I was looking at this, I'm like, well, they have to do a couple of journals. They have to go to the historic sites. They have to do a presentation and do some type of poster. So I asked the teacher's permission. Can they do it digitally? When you're promoting your projects, give the option of a digital component. Don't be scared to do something digital. And it doesn't have to be grand, even though what I'm about to show you may seem grand and you may be kind of like, whoa, that's a lot. But this is something that was built up over time, something that I worked with my kids on, worked on their strengths, and I worked on my strengths with them, and we put something together. So this is my daughter's version of this paper-based product. So basically, her journal entries, if you click on her journal entries, it loads up here. These are going to be, when it starts to load up, you should see different small little s'more flyers, and those represented her journal entries. So, and she's the teacher and the students. If she showed this to the students, they can still interact with the website. Now, I'm going to take you to the interactive poster. I'm not sure if it's up and running because this was a year ago. We'll just let that load here. Basically, and those kind of big and spread out, it should load up and come all together. But this is a Glockster. I had my daughter open up a Glockster account because she had to put different artifacts on the screen, and I know you can't see all of it yet because it's slowly but surely loading. But her images are there. It's when it's all fully loaded up, it pops out. You can read the information. There's a small little video that she's talking about some things, and so on and so forth. So if you click on the stuff, some of the images, it will pop out and you can read read it better. And of course, the bibliography section. Okay, to give credit. Now, of course, my son did the same thing, but my son is a little bit more tech savvy than my daughter, so we upped the ante. So this past year, if this loads up, what he did was there's a little bit more interaction with it. So you can't really see it that well, but you can see like pictures moving in the background. There's video, and this is just the beginning part of it. But if you scroll down, let's see if I can scroll down some more. He has his about me, and again, it's just a different version. And he picked the setup, and he decided the layout. And, he was the he was the producer and director, and I tried to help implement what he wanted. So same concept, but a different version. And this is someone who's a little bit more tech savvy than the other person. But what we do here is we're giving the kids a chance digitally to create their portfolio. And that's one of the things that I'm starting to work with my daughter on this year. She's going to be a freshman. I know this is a lot of information, but she's going to be a freshman in high school, and my son's going to be in 8th grade. So I'm really starting to get them into the habit of doing stuff digitally so they can put a portfolio together. So when it's time to, submit stuff to a college, they can see stuff that they have done throughout their school years. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you is I'll go ahead and put these links as an attachment. I'll send the other links as attachments for you to look at, and I hope this helps. If you have any more questions, feel free to submit. Thanks.